Okay, it is over. We are cooked. Take a look at this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to earn money with Snapchat, the requirements, the shortcuts, and all the secret methods the biggest creators are using to make the most money possible. But that's not all. At the end, I'm even going to show you how much money I've made with Snapchat with 350,000 followers. Now, I know this might sound hard to believe, but that was AI generated. So I just fed this the script. The voice was AI generated. The video was AI generated. And the editing was human, obviously. But the whole video, like me, all of it was completely outsourced. I could have not recorded any of this. This could have been done by someone completely remotely. This is not me right here, and this voice is not me. And obviously as well, the script could have been done by someone else. So firstly, this might have fooled you. And if it did, don't feel bad because it fooled a bunch of my friends as well. I'll put some text on the screen, but I sent this video to a bunch of my friends and just asked them to tell me what they thought about it. And they would tell me like, oh, I think it's good. Oh, I think it's bad. And none of them even said anything about AI. And then I told them this is AI generated. And they were like, bro, what? And I have multiple texts from friends that know me, that grew up with me, that I've known for like 10 years and had no idea this was AI. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I actually did this and how I'm trying to use this method of using myself as AI to make money. And of course, since this channel is all about making money online, that's kind of the fun part. How do you actually make money from this? But first of all, to even have a chance at making money from this, you have to know how to do this. So let me first explain that. Now, firstly, you have to get the voice right. So this is what the voice clone I made of myself sounds like. So I'll play it for you right here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to earn money with Snapchat, the requirements, the shortcuts, and all the secret methods So yeah, that genuinely sounds a lot like me, and it's because I trained my voice correctly. Now, it's actually hard to train your voice correctly, so I'm going to explain how to do this because this literally took me like over multiple days trying different things to actually get the voice like exactly perfect. But yeah, my YouTube voice on my main channel, not this channel because this channel is just me casually talking, but on my main channel, this actually genuinely sounds like what my voice sounds like. So again, I'll play it just so you can hear. In this video, I'm going to show you how to earn money with Snapchat. So yeah, that voice isn't me, but it sounds so similar. So anyway, the first step to do this would be you go to 11 Labs. So if you don't already know what 11 Labs is, it's basically, in my opinion, like the best voice generator right now with AI. So I'll leave the link to that in the description. Now, to actually clone your own voice, you're going to need the creator plan, which is $22 a month. I think in the first month, it's actually only $5 because they have like a deal running. So yeah, you will need that to actually clone your voice in the way that you should, because essentially what you do once you have the creator plan is you go to voices and you click add new voice and then you do a clone. Now the thing is, you can either do an instant voice clone or a professional voice clone. Instant voice clone is way faster, but it's way worse quality. So you can upload as little as 10 seconds of audio and it can clone that voice, but it's really not going to sound that good. And it's not recommended, especially if you want to actually upload videos with the AI that you're using and make it sound good. So instead, I highly recommend professional clone. Now this is what you need the creator plan for, but again, I think this is genuinely worth it because you heard how that sounds. It sounds so much better. Now from here, you're supposed to have 30 minutes of clean audio, but that's kind of cap and I'll explain it in a second. But yeah, they basically tell you to upload 30 minutes to 2 hours of audio. Now, what a lot of people might think they should do is they should just go to their YouTube channel, get all the MP3s from the videos that they recorded and paste all this in to train it off the most data possible. And they think the more videos I put in, the better. And that's what I thought too. And I trained my voice off of that and it was not that good. And here's why. When you're trying to train a new voice and you're trying to clone it, it's not going to sound good if you're training it off a bunch of different versions of you talking. So for example, let's say I put in this video, and this video. Well, this video was uploaded 3 weeks ago. On this day, I might have been a little bit sick and I might have sounded a little less excited than usual. But I might have gotten better on this day that I uploaded and I'm not sick and I sound good. And then on this day, I might have felt like really on the ball. So I was super excited. And yeah, if I paste in all 3 of these videos, I'm going to have different tonalities and different energy levels in each of them. And so that's going to create a voice that doesn't really know what to do because all the data I'm feeding it is like different. Yes, I know it's the same person. I know it's me talking the whole time, but the voice isn't going to be able to clone off of that data correctly because all the data that you're feeding it is not similar enough for it to understand. So what you really want is to give your professional voice clone like one unbelievably clear image of exactly what you want to sound like the whole way through. So whatever audio you decide to feed it, the whole way through, it should have the exact same tonality, the exact same energy levels. Literally everything should be the exact same over here. So what I decided to do instead of copy pasting in multiple videos was not actually to just copy paste in one video. You think that might work as well, but that still won't even work because one, on a normal video, you'll probably have a lot of cuts through it. So it doesn't actually pick up on your normal pauses and the normal way that you speak. But number two, again, again, your excitement is probably going to be completely different throughout a video. So during the introduction of a video, I might be super energetic. Like I might be like, in this video, I'm going to be showing you, but then once the actual tutorial portion starts, I'm not going to be as energetic. And again, you're having this problem where you're feeding it different types of audio, so it doesn't know which one to do really. So what I actually did, the final reveal on how to make the voice like crystal clear perfect, is you take one of your videos and you get the script to it. So for example, I would go to the video and then you can use something called Glasp to get the script. I'll leave the link to this in the description, but yeah, if you just go to glasp.co, this is a free Chrome extension, and you can get the transcription right here. So I would just copy transcript. Then I'd go to ChatGPT and say remove timestamps and make sure punctuation is correct, like that. And then essentially you're just going to go to sound recorder and click record of you reading the script. But again, the key thing to remember is that you need to make sure you sound the same throughout this whole thing. So if in the intro I say something like, I recently got monetized on Snap, and in the past 7 days, I've made blank dollars just reposting my old videos to Snapchat stories. If that's my tonality at the beginning, that's what my tonality needs to be throughout the whole video. So even when I'm down here, I can't just say this line like, and a lot of creators are just posting reaction content to their stories. I'd still have to maintain the tone that I started at the beginning. So I'd have to say, a lot of creators are just posting reaction content to their stories. And that's essentially what I did. So this file right here is me talking a script. So you can see 14 minutes long. That's pretty much straight through with only a couple cuts here and there when I needed to take a pause. And I'll play this for a second just so you can hear. What are the best and worst social media platforms to try to make money with? In this video, I'll be ranking. So you can see how I came in with that excitement, and I kept that excitement all the way through. So that was at the beginning, and now listen to the ending here. Then, once you're making steady income and have some budget, dive into YouTube long form and invest in quality content. So you can see I kept my excitement the whole way through. And then basically all I did from here is I went to CapCut. I chopped up the audio slightly. I think the whole thing ended up being like 12 minutes long. I just made sure to cut out any times where I paused, but overall you should be able to do this with like very few cuts. So you can see here, this is like 2 minutes uninterrupted of talking, another 2 minutes uninterrupted of talking. So you should have as little cuts as you possibly need. And then yeah, at the end, this ended up being like 12 minutes long, but it says it's optimal to have at least 30 minutes of audio to train it. So then I just copy pasted it 2 more times so that the audio ended up being like 36 or 37 minutes long. And this is what I uploaded to 11 Labs to train my voice. And again, just remember, the thing that's absolutely crucial here is that you have to keep the same tonality throughout the whole thing. So whatever voice you train it on, that's what it's going to be. If you want a different voice for your intro than you do for, you know, the body of your video, then you should genuinely just train 2 separate voices on 2 different data sets rather than trying to put both of these data sets into one audio file and train it, and then the voice clone just gets confused and doesn't do any of it right. So then once you have the voice that's trained perfectly, now that I showed you how to do that, you go to this tab called Studio, you paste in your script, and you export it. And that's just how you get the voice. So now that I've explained how to get the voice, I'm going to show you how to get the video. So to get the video clone, you need to go to HeyGen. And I'll leave the link to HeyGen in the description so you guys can follow along. But HeyGen is actually 100% free to start. You get like 3 free video generations. So you can just follow along exactly what I say, and you don't even have to pay for anything. Only if you like it and you want more generations would you even have to pay. This is what I used, and again, you can see here I had a lot of different experimenting with this, but I'm now pretty happy with how my clone actually turned out. So I'll play this just so you can see that the clone actually looks pretty realistic, and then I'll show you how to do this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to earn money with Snapchat, the requirements, the shortcuts, and all the secret methods the biggest creators are using to make the most money possible. But that's not all. At the end, I'm even going to show you. So yeah, I thought this clone is pretty good. Obviously, you can tell if you're looking closely, but realistically for the average YouTube viewer and how they're watching, and when you add in a bunch of editing and B-roll and everything like that, they're not going to be able to tell. So here's how you actually make an avatar like this. Now, what you need to do is you go to avatars, you click create new, and you'll be able to create hyper realistic avatar right here. Now, the thing is, I already used all my slots for this, so I can't do a new one. So essentially what you're going to have to do when you click, create a new avatar, it's basically going to ask you to upload a 2 to 5 minute video of you talking to the camera. And so again, after doing this for a couple times, my main tip here is that, again, you want to train it like how you train the 11 Labs voice. Don't do a bunch of different stuff that's going to confuse it. Train it on exactly how you'd want the avatar to actually look, and just do that during it. So that's tip number one. And then tip number two, definitely throw in hand gestures. So if you don't do hand gestures and I just sit like this and I'm like, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to blah, blah, blah. And all I'm doing is moving my mouth. That's not going to look realistic in a video. Like no one actually talks by just, sitting still and then going, in this video, I'm going to explain how, and like no facial expressions, no hand gestures. So that's a bad method. What you want to do is you want to be pretty steady and then every once in a while do a hand gesture like this. So that way it's not overcomplicated. It just is reasonable. And then as well, you want to throw in actual gestures that you can do with your face that you would do and that your voice can pick up on. So again, if you see here, what I do a lot of the time is like I raise my eyebrows while I'm talking, or I'll move my face from side to side depending on what I'm trying to say. And all of those sort of movements actually make it look more realistic. Now again, obviously incorporate the ones that are actually natural to you, but I would say decide in advance the main kind of gestures that you're going to do and practice a little bit before you record, like how you're going to do them and how you're going to talk when you're actually talking at the camera. And that way, when you train the AI on it, you're not doing a bunch of different random gestures and then it doesn't know which ones to pick up on and it doesn't train how you want it to. Know how you want your avatar to look first and then reverse engineer doing those things in your talking video so it understands it and it actually trains correctly. And then all you have to do is click create video, avatar video, landscape. You go to script right here, you click upload, you upload the recording that you had from 11 Labs, which I already have right here, and then you just click submit, and then I make sure to turn it to 30 FPS, and then you render the video, and that's pretty much it. Now, to make things look even more realistic, I actually recorded one with my face like this and one with my face looking at my computer screen, because when I'm doing these videos like this, like there will be a part where I'm talking to the camera and I'm talking to the audience, and then there's another part where I want to actually show the tutorial. So when I show the tutorial, I like it to be like kind of looking at my camera, so it's like, oh, this guy's actually, trying to do the steps while he's explaining it. So for this part, you can see I'm mostly looking at my computer screen. Again, this is, just my AI doing it, but it does really look like me, I'd say. So yeah, that's the full breakdown on how I clone myself with AI and how you can do it too. Again, we are cooked. Like, it is over. It's pretty clear that AI content is slowly but surely going to be starting to take over the internet. But I genuinely think with this skill set, there's actually a lot of different angles you can do. Now, obviously, the first angle that I'm sure you guys can already tell that I'm doing with this is that I'm making AI generated videos for YouTube. I'm posting these YouTube videos, and then I'm hoping to monetize through ad revenue and affiliate links. This is something I've already done decently well with my main channel called Money Mind News. These are actually videos of me. This is not AI. But I'm essentially trying to replicate these videos and more on a channel of me with AI and avatars with AI. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am fully transparent about all the channels that I own, but that's one that I don't want to reveal yet because I think it'll actually make for a way better experiment. The problem is if I reveal that channel right now and how it's going, that will actually affect the results of the experiment that I'm running, and it'll make for a much worse video down the line where I'm like, I made an AI avatar of myself and told no one and monetized it in blah, blah, blah days. Because if the experiment is just me actually announcing it to my audience and I can get the channel off the ground with that, then that's kind of, faking it. So I don't really want to do that. But yeah, trust me, I'm going to be coming out with more info soon on how I do that. So that's the first kind of way that you could try to make money from this. And I think it's actually a very valid one. The second way that I think you could really make money from this actually, and it's one that I'd be interested in trying, is you could go to people who only make written content. So you could basically go to people like authors or blog post writers and say, do you have a YouTube? And they might say no. And you say, okay, what would you think about me turning all of the blog content that you already make or all of the, short stories that you've already made into YouTube videos with your actual face in it? So you don't have to do anything. I'm basically going to ghostwrite your YouTube channel. And by ghostwrite, I mean I'm going to ghostwrite it, but with your actual face and your actual voice. All you have to do is record the video to train it on, and I'll handle the rest. You literally don't have to think about it. And if it's a very viral author with maybe even just somewhat of a budget, you could start with them, start scaling out the content, and depending on how well that does, you might be able to bring in a ton of extra money for them and essentially just take a portion of the extra surplus that you're bringing them. To me, that's a very interesting business model because once you get a client set up with that and it's working, like there's pretty much no reason that they would ever cancel, in my opinion. However, there might be some friction there because they have to actually record good model to train the stuff on. So if they can't do that, it's kind of cooked. But if they're willing to do that, then you could actually just kind of manage the whole thing for them and the written content will already be there. It just needs to be changed into a script, kind of. And trust me, I've been doing some research on AI tools to make script writing easy as hell. And I'm going to be coming out with a video on that soon as well. So expect that soon. Anyways, my mission with this channel is to remove gatekeeping from make money online side hustles and show how people are actually making money online. And in this case, I'm showing you how to be on the front force of AI. We all know that people who master AI are going to have a huge leg up on everyone who doesn't. So it's a good idea to get ahead of the curve now, since that can be used in many ways, as I'm exploring right now, to make money online. Now, I'm going to report back, obviously, the second that I make my first sale with AI generated content, and I'm going to explain how I did it and the full process. So if you want to see that, subscribe. Also, make sure to leave a like if you're thankful that I went into this full tutorial and I revealed all this completely for free. But the best way to actually support the mission is to join my free Discord. It'll be a link in the description, and actually go here and drop your best money making sauce in the chat. So with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, and peace.